Revenge films.
A few weeks ago, I went out with my 3-year-old daughter Ali to go shopping for her birthday present. She wanted a Hello Kitty blouse. She loves Hello Kitty. So I bought it for her. She seemed really excited. "Let's go home. I want to try it out." So we went back home. She changed into her new outfit and danced in front of me. She spent hours in front of the mirror. That evening, I had a PTA meeting for my older daughter at her cram school. Ali said she wanted to come too. She wanted to show off her new outfit, so I said yes. There was a kids' space there, and there was always someone on watch during the PTA meetings. That day, an older sister of a student was on watch. We started the meeting. 5 minutes later, some of the kids came into the room and said,
"Hey, Allie says she's cold."
I went to check on her, and she was in her underwear. I couldn't believe my eyes. The old girl came over to me and said, "I'm sorry." She apologized to me. According to her, some lady came up to her and said, "Oh dear, you got a big stain on your shirt. Here, let me clean it up for you." Then she took her clothes and ran off. I thought it was her mother, so I didn't say anything. When I realized that it wasn't her mom, it was too late. I'm so sorry. The older girl started crying. But it wasn't her fault. She's my daughter. I should have been more careful. So I told her not to worry and apologized too. "Don't worry, dear. It's not your fault. I'm sorry you had to go through all that." After a while, she stopped crying. I looked around the kids' area but couldn't find the blouse. "Hello Kitty! My Hello Kitty!" My daughter was so upset. I borrowed some clothes from one of the moms there and took her home. I'll start looking for that woman tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna focus on making my daughter feel better. It's okay, dear. I'll get you another one, okay? A few days later, we went out shopping again. Then, "Hello Kitty!" She started pointing at a girl. There was a girl sitting next to the ice cream stand. She was wearing that same blouse I bought for my daughter a few days ago. The place had lots of Hello Kitty clothes, so I didn't think much of it. But then I noticed something. When I got her that outfit, I put a patch on the back. I made the patch myself, so it was no coincidence. She was wearing my daughter's blouse. I had more than enough proof. "Hey dear, where's your mother?" I asked the girl. She pointed towards the ice cream shop. It was one of my daughter's teachers from the cram school. I went up to her and said, "Hey, you stole my daughter's outfit, didn't you?" She seemed surprised, but then she replied, "What? I have no idea what you're talking about. I bought it here. How could you accuse me like this?" "Nope, you stole it. I got proof. See this patch? I put it on myself." We started arguing in the middle of the store. Her husband was with her. He had no idea what was going on. No matter what I said to her, she just kept saying that she bought it herself. But then, she started saying that the patch was there when she bought it. I got her now. I actually wrote my daughter's name on the back of the patch. So I took off the patch and showed it to her. She was speechless. "What now? How did my daughter's name end up here?" "I know. Let's go back to the clothes store and take a look. I came here today to buy her a new one anyways because of you. Thief." She couldn't say anything back to me. But I couldn't just take off her clothes in the middle of the store. So we went back to our home once. The next day, her husband called me. He asked me and my husband to come over to their house. I asked my parents to watch the kids for me and headed over there. Her husband looked pretty tough, but he was actually very polite. He offered to pay us double for the clothes his wife stole. Then
We'll pay for all the damages.
he started crying as he apologized. It wasn't his fault, and he was apologizing, so I said okay. After coming home, I called the school and told them what happened. The lady at the cram school couldn't believe it. They thought I was making it up. They didn't even apologize. Can you believe them? So, you're calling me a liar? If you don't believe me, I'll send you a copy of her written confession. Also, I don't want my daughter going to your cram school anymore. Then, I hung up the phone. A few days later, I got an official apology from the cram school. After getting my call, they looked into that lady in question. Turns out she stole things from her students all the time. In fact, that's why she got fired from her last job. But she used her maiden name to apply for her current job. That's why they didn't notice. And since she worked there, she had no trouble sneaking into the PTA meeting. The school called me back and apologized about not believing me at first. That's nice to hear, but my daughter isn't going back there. Then I hung up the phone. I might have been a bit rude, but one of their teachers stole my daughter's clothes. And they accused me of lying? I don't think so. Anyways, I felt bad for my daughter, so I got her a new one. And a Hello Kitty pajama to make her feel better. Hello Kitty! Hello Kitty! Now, she could wear Hello Kitty during the day and night. As for my older daughter, I felt bad for pulling her out of cram school since she had friends there. But at the new place, she ran into a good friend from school. So I guess it all worked out. As for the teacher, her husband found out about everything. I heard that they were getting a divorce soon. Looks like she's gonna try to fight it, but I don't think it's gonna work. Her husband was furious with her for what she did and how she did it. And the judge felt the same way. She was basically screwed. She had no choice but to sign the papers. She's not fit to be a mother, so there's no doubt about that. Her daughter was still young, but can you imagine what she had to go through? Finding out that the clothes her mother gave her were stolen? Poor girl. And her husband must be so upset too. Who wouldn't be, right? Oh well, I don't really care about what happens to her. But her husband seemed like a decent person. Let's just hope things work out for him and his daughter.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.